Hey guys, the Vaci brothers here.
Bringing you a cheeky vlog.
Dude, 1 liter.
Oh shit. Yeah. What are we doing?
All right, let me get this. All right, guys. So, it's Corona time, as y'all know, but we just wanted to show you guys what it looked like in our town in Italy, especially because it's like the second most like infected country. So yeah, then like we'll just talk a bit about like our experience so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think the virus has pushed us to new limits. As you can see, I've completely messed up my shave because this is the time where you can take these risks. If there's any positive to take out of this time, I would say that it's the ability to take risks both in terms
Did you just turn Irish for like a second?
Yeah, both in terms of the hair and in terms of the mustache. Besides that, I think it's a... Do you want me to be serious or?
I don't know. So we're gonna split this into 3 topics. I think the first one would be like school situation. Second one would be like social situation. Third would be how we're affected by it.
Sure.
So short and sweet. If we start with university, I can speak for the both of us here, but
Of course.
Exams. I mean, okay. First off, classes are online, and like the dates keep changing on when we're gonna get back. So it's at first it was like okay, a week off, and then it's like 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off. So yeah, it hasn't been great on that part. So we don't really know when we're gonna restart lessons. You can speak on exams if you want.
Sure. Like this thing started in for us it was mid-February, late February, right?
Yeah.
So,
Dude, this feels so weird.
I don't care. And the only problem though is that these exams are approaching. There were students that had partials, but coming in March, but then they were canceled.
Yeah.
And so now we're thinking about the exams in May. But originally we were supposed to come back, I think, March 3rd, and then it became March 9th, and then now it's become April 2nd or April 3rd. And so for the next month, we're all just like sitting here. Like in the beginning, it was chill. Like you could still go out with friends, but just be careful. Now it's more like, you can only leave during emergencies, basically. So that's what it is.
So the reason why we're outside right now is because I think we can because I'm just looking at other people walking around, so I think it's okay.
You can go for walks. Like you can, like it's not encouraged. It's like stay at home, but like our house is over there.
Yeah.
So it's
like I'm gonna go outside. Like I need to like at least go outside once.
We're getting
a day.
some air. We've been in our house for the past like 2 weeks, just either working or just like relaxing and stuff.
So yeah, I'm gonna have like a lot of exams to do over the summer, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, and like.
Yeah, dude, they also postponed a bunch of stuff like the Euros.
Yeah, also that
NBA.
situation. Like the next topic was gonna be the social aspect.
Dude, yeah, we can't even watch soccer at home. They suspended all the for the greater good, obviously.
Yeah, of course. It just sucks because we're staying at home, and at least we're like, okay, well, like what are you gonna look forward to? I'm gonna look forward to like my Inter games. I'm gonna look forward to like Champions League or whatever. But now, of course, like the situation is getting worse. Like it's spreading quicker. So of course these are like the right things to do, but for me at least, like of course for everyone, like it just sucks because it's different.
We should talk about the supermarkets and stuff.
Yeah, and then community, right? That was the third topic. Community-wise, at the beginning there was a huge freak out, at least here. Like the supermarkets were empty.
Yeah, if you went to the local, like the most famous, well-known markets, like think of like Target or wherever. Right, Target, whatever.
Macy's.
It's like all the things were like, all the lockers were like all the stands were like empty, like from everything, like from pasta.
It looked like a zombie apocalypse. Like everyone just took everything.
People were all just because
they started stashing. Like,
yeah, people just panicked, right? And so they just tried to grab whatever they could, like water, like hoarding water, pasta, anything they could. Yeah, it's honestly, it's like it feels apocalyptic. Like I don't know about you, but. In the beginning, for me, it just felt like a long weekend, so I was fine with it. But then now, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I kind of want to go back and reboot my life, like, cause I want to go forward and like, continue with, cause dude, as cliche as it sounds, like life is a challenge, and like if I don't feel like I'm progressing in any way, like I feel purposeless, you know?
Like I would describe this situation as like a Sunday that's been like 3 weeks long.
Feels like a long Sunday.
It feels like a really long Sunday, but now it's like it's getting to the point where like you feel like it feels wrong to like go outside because also they really want to like limit this the spread, and so they've been telling like some people have been getting fined because they have like you're not supposed to go outside if it's not for like work purposes or if it's not for like
medical purposes,
emergency
purposes.
I think what we're doing is fine. Like if you walk your dog or just like if you're outside, like I think it's okay.
People are like, stay inside your house, which is understandable. If you do go outside to either walk your dog or to exercise, like these things are all like allowed. But at the same time, like as long you need to stay within your little town, and then you also need to stay away from obviously like group places, you know. So if there's like 400 people in like a store, like you don't like you're gonna prevent going there.
In Italy, pharmacies have been like raising the prices of masks and like hand sanitizer, which is insane.
Ciao.
Fuck no, that's weird.
I don't give a fuck.
It's my ex. No, okay. Anyways, yeah. So they've been raising the prices of all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's like terrible for us because it's wrong for them to profit from this situation. This is a school on a school
everything locked down.
on a Friday where
All schools. That one's I think a school as well.
and yeah, like we're gonna show you guys the main road which is there.
Like really little cars, because the other thing is it's not just stay at home. Like if you go in a different town, like
Yeah.
you'll get a big fine on your ass and you might go to jail. Like dude, that woman was driving a car and she had a mask. Just the way, like my outlook on it is just as long as you're not in public places, you're not touching anything, you're just in your zone, you're getting some fresh air. Like you don't need to be all hyper protect. Look, these are all the stores that are like closed except for the, you know, the needs, right? So the one on the left sells meat.
Yeah,
right?
the
So
one
that's open.
Optica, that means like the eye shop or whatever.
Yeah,
like
glasses closed. Oh, the tabak are open. Like so, people that sell cigarettes, they're open.
Yeah. Public transport's still on, as you can see, because you have to get to work. And honestly, guys, like everything we say, just take it with a grain of salt, because like we're not experts on anything. We're just giving you guys like our view on everything.
The whole purpose of this video is to show you perspective from actual, you know, people that are living with the situation.
Yeah.
You know, so it could potentially show people that it's not as bad as they say, or at the same time, it could be interpreted as like, yo, that's pretty bad. So it's just, we're gonna put this out, and you guys form your own perspective.
Yeah.
So far, there's no one on the streets, like very little people from the norm, and we can tell you this because we live here.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually on a Friday, like there's so much traffic that like you get angry because you can't go. So
Yeah, like
that's the situation.
Again, the street that we went to like was the beginning of our main street.
That's the main street. Everyone goes through that street to get to whatever place.
Overall, like the situation, hopefully will get better soon, because like it's so far it's been like a pretty shit way to like live a college life. Like if I'm gonna be honest.
What's your closing
My
statement?
closing statement is, oh, look at those beautiful flowers, mate.
Beautiful flowers.
Look, my closing statement is this, like,
What's your closing statement?
I hope the situation gets better. At first, honestly, like, this is also for people who are maybe, like, underestimating the situation, or maybe people who are like, oh, yeah, like, it's fine, it's not gonna get us, or whatever. At first, like, the first week, you're like, oh, yes, like, no school. Or, like, yes, like, it's like a break. But then after, once you start getting more informed, and once, like, you start kind of acknowledging how serious the situation is and how many people it's affecting, and also how it's affecting your life. Like, once it starts hitting you, you start realizing, like, how much you value, like, the little things. That's my closing statement.
I think the only way to move forward is by remaining quarantined. Like, obviously, you know, the fact
Not
that
us, though.
like the fact that I'm outside of the house could seem contradictory, but this is the first time me and Tom leave the house since it all started, right?
Mhm.
So I think it's also like not to panic, like not to push unnecessary panic onto people, and also to not buy into everything you guys read online. I think we need to understand like the true articles and the true information from the fake one.
Yeah.
As shitty as this sounds, like I believe there's a bunch of journalists that use this topic and use this opportunity
For
to
personal value.
to try and boost their own like their own readings, their own views. You know, don't give into that shit. Don't give into the hype. Stay safe. Stay in your house. Like, we're gonna go back home now. Like, we're gonna be. This is just to show you guys the situation.
Yeah.
This isn't to show like don't leave your house. Like, don't do anything. Like, if you can leave your house for a walk or for a run, in my opinion, just make sure that it's short, and make sure that like you're not, you know, with a lot of other people.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Here, wait.
And that's it.